Pokemon cards are expensive. I'm sure you've seen Logan Paul's ridiculous $5 million Pikachu card or vintage Charizards going for hundreds and thousands of dollars. It's crazy to think that you can even buy a car or house with, well, a collectible that's only made of paper. In this series, I'm attempting to trade up to a vintage booster box. So far, we've managed to trade up to our first sealed product, and I'm open to all offers with only one rule: willing trader, willing trader. So join me in this mission. No obstacle is too big, and failure is not an option. This is episode 5. So we kick off episode 5 with this NASA box, and I gotta say, people were pretty skeptical whether I could trade this box up, including myself.
Do you think I can trade this box up to a vintage booster box eventually?
Vintage 5 figures I think.
Yeah. No, you doubt me. You doubt me.
You see, even though on paper this has a market value of $500, it is harder to trade up because I'm restricted to a smaller target audience compared to if I was trading up popular cards like Evolutions and Charizards. Still, I don't regret the trade in any way because every step of the way is a learning experience. Just like in life, it's not all smooth sailing. Now, the challenge for me is to find trades that are not necessarily higher but comparative in value to this box. So if this means I have to trade down for the first time in this series to more liquid stuff such as alternate arts and evolutions, I'll do it. It's like the saying, sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to make one big move forward or something like that. Anyway, I did receive a few offers shortly after I put up the box for trade. There were definitely less offers than usual, but thankfully the quality of the offers were fantastic, such as this: a Champion's Path Shiny Charizard plus Hidden Fates Full Art Cynthia plus a sealed Shining Fates ETB, or this interesting custom graded first edition Rockets Mewtwo, which was so sick. But shortly after episode 4 was released, I got an offer that almost took up an entire episode. Remember the viewer who offered a PSA 7 base set Charizard previously? Well, he had even more hidden in the bag. So he asked me what cards I wanted to trade for the NASA box, any suggestions, I might make it work. And great video, I saw it just now, thank you very much. And out of nowhere, a vintage base set unlimited booster pack. And I'm not gonna lie, for the first time, I did felt like I was stepping into the serious vintage products realm. Like I could taste a bit of it. But this was not just any base set booster pack, it was a long crimped pack which added to the rarity. And I'll be the first to admit, even though I've been posting content regularly on Pokemon cards for over a year, I don't really have a lot of knowledge in vintage products because I don't really do or have the money to do content on that. So the next logical step for me was to, well, hit the Google machine, and I went to find out every single piece of information I could on these vintage packs. The main reason is with the old WotC packs, authenticity is a major concern. Plus, my work is made even more difficult due to the many different reprints of these packs that are over 20 years old. Now, value wise, I found out that a legit long crimped pack could go for about $400 to $500, but that's not all, guys. A heavy pack is worth even more, about $500 to $700. This is because you are more likely to pull foil cards in these heavy WotC packs. And in this case, pulling a holo could mean the king of all Pokemon cards, a base set Charizard, which is valued at about $12,000 if it gets graded a Gem Mint PSA 10. But what worries me is that all of these efforts could go to waste if I didn't do my due diligence and traded for fake packs, because base set packs are not easy to authenticate. So I knew for 100% I had to meet this viewer in person. I mean, if this was legit, it would easily be the best trade I've done so far. I couldn't take any chances, so I decided to ask around some seasoned collectors for their advice. Big shout out to Melvin, Pokegen, and a few others for sharing their advice. I was also able to find an experienced local seller who probably gave me the best advice yet. He himself had 3 long cream Blastoise packs for sale, and he shared with me that it's important to inspect the creams very closely and also the methods that people use to reseal the packs. So the more I knew, the more difficult my decision became. Should I take this risky trade? It was time to decide. So after a day of deliberation, I made the ultimate decision to not go for the vintage booster pack. As a few of you have rightly pointed out, it's gonna make the trade up mission even harder. You see, even if the packs turn out to be legit, I will still be subjected to the opinion of the authenticity of the pack by the next trader. Plus, it will narrow the pool of potential traders to even smaller. My objective is to crack the $1,000 mark for now, so it's not the most strategic to take on this high risk trade just to dig myself into a deeper hole. The vintage trade didn't go through this time, but it's definitely not a waste of time because I'm sure as we keep trading up, we are bound to come across vintage products again. So the knowledge acquired during these few days are definitely gonna come in handy again. Now, fortunately luckily for me, I had 2 other super lucrative offers that came my way. The first one came from fellow YouTuber P4C. Go check out his channel. He sent an absolute banger of an offer and he said, Travis, I'll make you an offer you cannot refuse. And he was right. It was almost an offer I couldn't resist. I mean, take a look at this, guys. 3 Gem Mint PSA slabs. We've got a PSA 10 Hidden Face Jesse and James. And Charizards. Of course, my guy, you know I love my Zards. And this promo in the middle is arguably one of the best modern Charizard cards. And in PSA 10 is worth almost $400. Now, I would have taken up his offer if not for the next 2 cards, which was the eventual offer that I finally accepted. A Rainbow Charizard V-Star from Brilliant Stars and a Leafeon VMAX alternate art from Evolving Skies. And if you're wondering, of course I did ask whether the Rayquaza is up for trade as well, but the man said not at the moment. I mean, guys, they are absolutely gorgeous. Now, on paper, value-wise, these two might be slightly less than the Nessa box, but acquiring 2 top cards like these will make it much easier for me to trade them out separately. On one hand, we've got a Rainbow Zard, which is as good as gold in Pokemon cards currency. And on the other hand, we've got probably the most beautiful alternate art ever in this Leafeon, which probably only loses out to the final card I trade for in this episode. More to come later. So I know we are always gonna be safe with evolutions and Zards, so ultimately this was an easy pickup for me. While it does feel like I'm taking 2 steps back, I have an even stronger feeling that this is the move that will help get us out of this rut. Okay guys, so after a few days of consideration, I'm gonna make the move. I'm gonna do the trade today. Hey guys, before we do the trade, Box actually has a surprise for us. Let's find out what. Okay guys, so Box actually sponsored us this acrylic case to support our efforts. Let's see how beautiful our Nessa box is gonna look inside this acrylic case.
Alright guys, check this out. Alright, in goes the Nessa box. And then the lid. Wow, wow, perfect man, guys. Take a look at this. Nice, huh? Wow. Wow, does this add to the value? I think this increased the value by a lot, right?
It looks very well kept.
Huh? It looks very well kept. Wow, and the quality is really good eh. Wow, awesome. Thanks Box. Wow, the next trader, 你真的赚到了.
And now it's finally time to meet the trader.
Alright guys, so we're gonna do the next trade now. I pass you the box first. Alright, slowly take your time. Wow, I got something really good for you. It's inside. You gotta take a look at the quality of the acrylic case. You're a seal collector, bro.
Yeah.
So besides this, what other box you have?
Not really. I just started collecting.
Just started collecting.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good start, man.
So I have Vivid Booster Box, Champion Puff ETB, Lost Thunder ETB. Quite a few ETBs.
Oh, nice. Okay, awesome. Alright, and then 2 cards I'm trading for the box that are this Charizard and the Leafeon alternate art. Wow, beautiful cards, man. Thank you so much. You pull these 2 yourself or what?
Put it on stream.
You put it on screen or the guy put it for you Wow, amazing man. Thank you so much for the trade. So do you think I can trade up to a vintage booster box?
Should we can.
Should we can Really 5 figures
Yeah.
So what's your next strategy for me to trade up these 2? What should I trade up for?
Maybe a booster box case.
Booster box, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we try that. Let's go.
So guys, I could probably stare at those 2 cards for a good few weeks, but no, the mission continues. And now it's time for the final trade in this episode. And I was pretty excited to find out whether I made the right move, and it didn't take a lot of time. Shortly after unveiling these 2 cards for trade on Instagram, I was flooded with offers. I'm not kidding guys, this may have been the most interest I've received in this series so far. Evolutions and Zards, guys. Always go with Evolutions and Zards. There were so many incredible offers, I couldn't even begin to list all of them. But the most notable ones include this CP6 Seal Booster Pack, a CGC 7.5 base set unlimited Blastoise, more Charizards, Lugias, you guys know I love my Lugias, and even this Aquapolis Holo Umbreon, which I might still get my hands on it in the future. And there's even one ridiculous offer which I don't even dare to accept. Watch till the end. I mean, thank you so much guys for your overwhelming interest, but realistically there's only one trade I could accept. And lo and behold, only one of you guys sent me something that I absolutely couldn't refuse.
Alright guys, we are going for our last trade in this episode. I'm super excited for this one. Let's go.
Hi.
Hello, okay, come. Okay, I got a lot of offers for these 2 cards. I'll show you guys. I hope you guys like these 2.
Oscar yan din?
You Oscar, you want? You know these 2 cards? It's a cat and dragon. This is the one, okay? So let's review the card right now. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Oh wow, this is the one. The moon brown, guys. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much. I should
他是
have.
Amju.
Okay, what's your name? Oscar. Oscar, nice.
You like travisflipspokemon or not?
You share lah. You like to copy? Aiyo.
So cute.
Oh, you saw that card? Yeah. Oh, we look the same, huh?
Yeah, 他开心呀。
How cute was that, guys? But there you go, we've done it. The absolute pinnacle of Evolving Skies, the Umbreon VMAX alternate art, aka Moonbreon. I mean guys, for all intents and purposes, this was the card I had to go for. Granted, some of you offered me booster boxes upon booster boxes, which might have been more valuable, but in this series, one of my main objectives is also to showcase a wide variety of products for our viewing pleasure. And since I've never featured this top cat in my videos ever, it was the perfect pick. And also it seems like with the ES restock, the Moonbreon is all the rage again, so of course I had to take it. And one last thing, remember earlier the offer I said I didn't dare to take? Let me show you guys what it was. Now I don't even know whether this viewer is trolling, but you know what's a Shadowless card? And you know there's an even rarer first edition Shadowless Pokemon card. And do you know that one of the holy grails in the world is a first edition Shadowless base set Charizard? I mean guys, this is how the conversation went. So he said, I have another card for you to look at if you're interested. I just got it today from my uncle and he is looking to get rid of it. It's a PSA graded first edition Shadowless Charizard. I'm like, kid, this is not just any Charizard, mate. And what makes it extra special is that it's a PSA 1. I mean, first of all, I don't even know first edition Shadowless base set Zards existed in Singapore. This, you know, in many ways PSA 1 is more valuable. I mean, collectors love them. I don't even know if I should be putting this out. Friends, I mean, just take a look at the PSA auction prices. This is the exact same card that if graded gem mint can fetch that car or house money we are talking about. Now, to be honest, I think this kid or the uncle is trying to troll me. So I urge you guys to take this with a pinch of salt as well. But seriously, in this series, you guys have no idea what kind of offers I get. But it's so much fun to share my experiences in each episode. Okay, so in the next episode, we'll see this Ambi being traded up. And I gotta say, the offers come really fast and really competitive. So far, I've already received some really good ones. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, I'm not looking to top up cash. It was never the intention if you watch this series. So keep sending your offers in. I'll probably make the decision tomorrow, alright? Please subscribe for episode 6. Someone take this cat with you, please!